Hey, it's Loveless, your seer, and your astrologer, and welcome to the final conclusion of my reading on Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. For now.
There have been concerns about Travis voiced by Kardashian fans watching the show. I'll speak of a few of them. The first we'll look at is concern that Travis is controlling. Some fans of the show consider there to be red flags about his behavior. So, with Kourtney as Saturn in Aquarius, she is very much her own woman in control of herself for the most part. A planet in their own sign, as Saturn in Aquarius is the ruler of their kingdom, free to do as they please. So fans think he's making all her decisions, but I don't see that here. With him as the sun in Aries in her third house, I see him boldly speaking for her, which isn't necessarily the same thing as making decisions for her. I think it's very plausible that he may say things on her behalf at times, but I do think at times, the fans may be correct that he expresses what he wants when speaking on her behalf, and that it isn't necessarily going to be what Kourtney wants or in her best interest. Sometimes it is not. All I've said thus far doesn't mean that Travis isn't controlling at all. There may be a warning here about that type of energy, as I don't like the South Node falling in Scorpio in the fourth house. He may have a controlling attitude towards home life. This is a plausible source of arguments I mentioned earlier, shown by Mars. Could this partly be why they don't live together? There are two sides to this, though, and conversely, Kourtney could have a controlling attitude concerning her public image and career. Keep in mind that I am an outsider looking in, so this is educated speculation here. If I knew them and spoke with them directly, I would be able to tell things more definitively. Pluto, which represents potentially control, abuse, power plays, jealousy, sits in Kourtney's 12th house. I'm taking this to mean that they both might have issues with this type of energy, not just Travis. This 12th house position makes me think if they are indeed experiencing these issues, they, especially Kourtney, would try to hide or downplay it. The chart has a lot of good energy, but the tarot cards spoke specifically about something darker. When I pulled cards, I was thinking about the general energy of the relationship. The first card that appeared is the Three of Swords, the Lord of Sorrow. This is very depressing energy, speaking of heartache, sadness, and grief. A stark contrast to most of the message from the astrology chart. We must consider, however, that this chart was made almost a year ago, and the tarot cards were pulled more recently. So the tarot cards may be speaking more into the future. I pulled another card to help me understand the first one, and the Emperor appeared. This card represents a powerful or prominent man, and is associated with Aries. It definitely has the same energy for Travis that the astrology chart does, which showed him as the sun in Aries. So there is something dark being mentioned here about Travis, but I'm not completely sure what the meaning is, as there's a lot of positive energy in the relationship. I wonder if this is speaking of depression felt on his end, at worst heartbreak surrounding him. I guess we will see how this manifests. Could all the blessings for the relationship I spoke of, which are atypically great and phenomenal, not be enough to conquer this dark energy? If you have an idea, feel free to let me know what you think these cards say in the comments below. That's my reading on Kourtney and Travis for now. I may continue to observe their relationship, and I'm hoping the energy shown by Venus in Pisces, and Moon and Jupiter, will help them navigate any tough issues.
Two people meet with no time for stalling, and that is because they know Jupiter's calling upon them to be together no matter what kind of weather. They will be in love forever, no one in the world could ever take away the bond that these two share, because even the time I gave the love and care, cause this man